Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series, and we're here on the final show before WrestleMania, and we have the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber match, the #1 contender to the WWE Women's Championship, but we have a new Women's Champion after last week where Bayley was able to capitalize on the interference of Nia Jax and successfully ripped the championship away from Tiffany Stratton. But let's see what the boss has got to say this evening.
All right, let's cut to the chase. WrestleMania is 2 days away. The biggest stage, the grandest moment, and I'm supposed to be walking in there, fighting for the WWE Women's Championship. But as of last week, there's a new champion in town. So Bayley, I know you're back there. I know you're listening. So, do yourself a favor and drag your sneaky little self out here right now, because we've got some business to settle.
Well, Bayley is answering the call. And here she is, the new WWE Women's Champion. Just before WrestleMania, she was able to manipulate her way back to gaining that championship, and she has made it clear in recent months, ever since SummerSlam, that she's going to make it her mission to ensure that Sasha Banks never gets her hands on that championship once again, as Bayley now struts her way down to the ring. Let's see if these two can settle this business here tonight.
Oh, Sasha, look at you standing out here acting like you still run the place, like you still get to make demands. Hate to break it to you, boss, but that championship match you were so excited about, that was supposed to be against Tiffany Stratton. And guess what? She lost. And now I hold the WWE Women's Championship, which means your opportunity. Yeah. Poof, gone. Tough luck.
Who the hell do you think you are making those kinds of decisions? You don't get to dictate who gets a title shot and who doesn't, Bayley.
Oh, hold on a second. Well, it's Io Sky, the woman who eliminated Bayley from the Elimination Chamber, making her tap out. Bayley was the first superstar eliminated in that match. And then Bayley suffered another loss to Io Sky just after the Elimination Chamber again on Friday Night SmackDown that time. So I wonder if Io Sky feels like she deserves a title shot here, maybe.
Bayley, you talk too much. You say Sasha lose her chance? Ha! But what about you? I make you tap out inside Elimination Chamber, and 3 weeks ago I beat you again. So tell me, Bayley, if anyone deserved title shot, it's me.
Oh, really, Io? You think you deserve this? Maybe you should go back and watch the Chamber match again, because, reminder, Sasha won the whole damn thing. You got tossed out like trash. You don't deserve this. She doesn't deserve this. I'm the champion. I decide who I defend against.
And I won that chamber match to earn my WrestleMania moment. So if anyone is challenging for that title, Bayley, it's me.
You win chamber, but I beat Bayley. I make her quit. You don't get title match without going through me.
Ugh, none of you are getting a shot. I don't care who you beat. I don't care what you think you earned. WrestleMania is about me. So as far as I'm concerned, this conversation is over.
Bayley, you sure love trying to weasel your way out of things, don't you? But here's the thing, I run this show, not you. And I'm standing back there listening to all of this, and honestly, I think I've heard enough. We have two women in this ring, both with legitimate claims to a title shot. So, let's make this simple. At WrestleMania, it will be Bayley versus Sasha Banks versus Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship.
What? No, this is supposed to be my moment.
Oh, it's still your moment, Bayley. Just not the way you wanted it. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
And well, here we are backstage with the Animal Batista, the general manager. And who's he waiting for? Oh, Tiffany Stratton.
Batista, you need to fix this right now. I was robbed last week. I was in total control of that match until that walking natural disaster, Nia Jax, stuck her big nose where it didn't belong. I want my WWE Women's Championship rematch, and I want it at WrestleMania.
Tiffany, I hear you. And trust me, I get it. But here's the thing. You're not the only one who came knocking on my door after last week.
Excuse me?
Nia Jax came to me earlier today and requested a match with you at WrestleMania. And after what went down last week, I don't think she's looking to shake hands and wish you good luck.
Oh, wow. She requested a match? So what, you're just handing out WrestleMania spots to anyone now? Cute. But here's a reality check. I should be in the WWE Women's Championship match, not wasting my time with some jealous troll who can't stand that I outshine her.
And that's up to you, Tiffany. You could take your shot and be added to the WWE Women's Championship match. But think about this. That would now make it a fatal four-way. And if Nia wanted to get involved again, there'd be nothing stopping her. And based on the tone she had when she asked for this match, I wouldn't call that the smartest move.
Fine. I'll take the match with Nia. But let's get something straight. After WrestleMania, I'm coming straight back for what's mine. That championship belongs to me, and nobody. Not Nia, not Bayley, not Sasha. Nobody is going to stop me from taking it back.
All right, it's official. Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax at WrestleMania.
Oh, and one more thing, Batista. I don't want just any match. Nia wants a fight? She wants to try and bully me? Fine. But at WrestleMania, I want her in an Extreme Rules match. Let's see if she's still so tough when I'm smashing her face in with a steel chair.
Got it. At WrestleMania, Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax in an Extreme Rules match.
Oh, and Batista, you better get my championship polished up, because after WrestleMania, I'll be coming to collect.
Well, Tiffany Stratton will be at WrestleMania, just not in the capacity that she had hoped for. And ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have the returning Sami Zayn. So he has been out for a couple of weeks now after receiving the powerbomb onto the apron by Kevin Owens after he lost the WWE Undisputed Championship back to main event Jey Uso. And Kevin Owens has made it clear that he feels that Sami Zayn has never really truly had his back, and Kevin Owens has tried to state that he wants to make Sami Zayn feel the type of pain that he is feeling by trying to end Sami Zayn's career. But I wonder what Sami Zayn's response is going to be here tonight. Let's see what Sami Zayn has got to say.
2 weeks ago, I lost everything. I walked into this ring holding the biggest prize in this industry. I was the WWE Undisputed Champion. I was on top of the world. And in one night, it all came crashing down. Jey Uso took back the championship. The Rock made his challenge for WrestleMania. And then the man who I thought was my best friend, the man who said he no longer believed in me, picked me up off the floor and threw me straight into hell, Kevin Owens. You did exactly what you said you would do. You told me I was going to screw it up. You told me I would lose everything, and maybe, just maybe, you were right. Maybe I did screw up. Maybe I did let everything slip through my fingers. Maybe I did cost myself the greatest moment of my career. But Kev, let's talk about what you did. You stood by and watched your best friend fall apart, and instead of lifting me up, instead of proving me wrong, you finished the job. You powerbombed me onto the apron when I was already at my lowest. You took my worst moment and made it even worse. And for what, Kevin? Huh? Because you wanted a champion versus champion match at WrestleMania, because you thought you deserved that spotlight, because you wanted me to be your pawn? See, that's the thing, Kev. This was never about me and you. This was always about you. You've spent months walking around carrying that fake championship, the Winged Eagle title you stole from WWE, the title you refused to defend. And all this time, I listened to you. I let you whisper in my ear, convince me that turning on Jey Uso was the right thing to do. But now I see the truth. It was never about me doing the right thing. It was about you using me to get what you wanted. You weren't a friend. You weren't a brother. You were the little devil on my shoulder, manipulating me, feeding my doubts, pushing me toward a road that would only benefit you. But Kevin, here's the thing. You didn't break me. You didn't finish me. You just gave me something I never knew I needed, a reason to fight you. So here's how this ends, Kev. No more sneak attacks. No more backstage whispers. No more running. Just me and you, WrestleMania, the biggest stage in the world. And this time, Kevin, I'm not just coming to fight. I'm coming to put you down. You call yourself a champion? Prove it. You think you're the best? Prove it. You want to talk about destiny, about making history? Then meet me at WrestleMania. Put that Winged Eagle Championship on the line in a last man standing match.
And as we move on with the show here on Friday Night SmackDown, we have the WWE Tag Team Champions in action here tonight. So Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, last week we saw them basically just talking trash about Big E, and they were claiming that the WWE Universe should actually be booing Big E and not booing them. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods seem to believe that Big E had abandoned them when he broke his neck and was no longer able to compete. But the New Day also feel as though Big E decided to walk back into the picture once they had reached the top of the mountain once again, once they had got that gold back around their waist. I'm not sure how I feel about that though. And so here we are, the Alpha Academy about to take on the WWE Tag Team Champions. So the New Day, actually, they don't have any challenges at WrestleMania. They don't have a match right now. So the Alpha Academy have got their opportunity here tonight. Could they be the ones to take on the New Day at WrestleMania? Could they put them down here tonight, perhaps? And you have to wonder, could Big E be lurking in the shadows, maybe? As Otis is psyching up Akira Tozawa right here. And as we head into the ring, Otis and Akira Tozawa, a big opportunity for them. Chad Gable, of course, had turned his back on the Alpha Academy when he won the United States Championship. But Otis and Akira Tozawa could be heading to WrestleMania without him. So tag team action, Xavier Woods about to kick things off with Akira Tozawa. As the bell rings, and here we go, right out the gates. Both men having similar ideas here, trying to start things off very quickly. And now Xavier Woods just showing off here, a big right hand to Akira Tozawa. Xavier Woods now just taking the fight to Akira Tozawa, starting off very well in this matchup. The problem for Akira Tozawa is that it seems like most people seem to very much underestimate him, especially in the locker room, as now he's in control of Kofi Kingston, a former WWE champion here. Now Akira Tozawa into a Hurricane Rana, taking Kofi Kingston down to the mat. Akira Tozawa looking to wear out Kofi Kingston here. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, it's hard to understand what has quite gotten into these two. Why they wouldn't have just been happy and pleased that their best friend Big E had returned. And Otis with a big strike there. Bit of a cheap shot. As now Kofi Kingston slammed to the mat as well. And now the big man Otis about to make his way into the ring. Otis now sending Kofi back into the corner with the Alpha Academy. Big strikes by Otis, and now into the cover he goes, looking for the victory. Alpha Academy, no, not even a 1 count found. Kofi Kingston has a lot more fight left in him, as now he's sent into the corner, and well, Akira Tozawa this time went for a cheap shot. Kofi found a reversal, but then was met by a big clothesline by the tree trunk. And now Akira Tozawa back into the matchup, and a big knee to the head of Akira Tozawa. Now Kofi Kingston trying to get some revenge onto Otis here, and he finally does so, taking him down off of the apron before switching his focus back to Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa is caught and then slammed down to the mat with authority with that suplex. Big right hand now by Kofi Kingston. Now Kofi looking for the tag with Xavier Woods here. Xavier Woods back into the matchup, and he's caught into a Hurricane Rana there. And a big senton connecting by Akira Tozawa. Now Xavier Woods on the outside, coming back into the ring. Akira Tozawa though, looking to continue the onslaught, trying to remain on top of things here. Alpha Academy, it's a big night for them. This could be their route to WrestleMania, and they could perhaps become the new WWE Tag Team Champions if they are victorious at WrestleMania. But they have to remain focused on this matchup right here tonight. Can't get too carried away here, especially with Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston and their newfound attitude. I'm sure they'll do whatever it takes to get the victory into a double arm drag, and then double kicks as well to Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods looking to get a tag here, but Kofi Kingston growing a little bit frustrated on the apron, as now Otis into the cover. Just a 1 count found, but it is a bit of progress for the Alpha Academy. It's now Otis sending Xavier Woods back into the corner again. Another tag. The Alpha Academy doing very well here. Good start to the matchup for them. As now, oh my word, just a double team colliding, and then celebrations there between Akira Tozawa and Otis. Xavier Woods though finding a reversal. And now finally Xavier Woods able to get the tag and bring Kofi Kingston back into the matchup. And now Kofi Kingston may have been thinking about going for some sort of springboard there, but Akira Tozawa wasn't about to allow that to happen. Now big elbow by Akira Tozawa. Now Tozawa, surely not, Mexican Destroyer by Akira Tozawa, or Canadian Destroyer. I guess he's taking a page out of Penta's book, the United States Champion. He will be in action later on tonight. Speaking of Chad Gable as well, during the entrances, he's got his opportunity to head to WrestleMania too. He's able to defeat the United States Champion here tonight, then Chad Gable will be added into the match at WrestleMania, and it will become a triple threat match between himself, LA Knight and Penta. But as for now, Kofi Kingston just talking trash to Otis before driving him off of the apron here. And now Kofi Kingston, oh, the leg drop to the back of the head. And the crowd not too pleased, not too impressed by Kofi Kingston's offense here. But Akira Tozawa looking to head off of the ropes here. Akira Tozawa into the Shining Wizard. This has got to be it. Xavier Woods into the ring though, unable to break up their count. Well, the Alpha Academy etching ever so closer to a victory here, and perhaps even looking to head to WrestleMania. As now Otis with Kofi Kingston right where he wants him. Kofi Kingston can't quite seem to get out of the clutches of the big man, and Otis just sitting down on Kofi Kingston's midsection and then dragging him into the center of the ring. Now Otis sending Kofi into the corner. What have the Alpha Academy got planned here? Otis now just tossing Kofi Kingston across the ring, and now big elbow to the top of the head as well. And now Kofi Kingston, the man, having to get a hot tag with Xavier Woods. Well, these two once again going for similar moves, just like how we started the matchup, into a swinging neck breaker there by Xavier Woods. Now Xavier Turns his attention to Otis this time. Big right hands, trying to drop them in the tree trunk here, but Otis finds a reversal. And a big strike drops him off of the apron. There's now Xavier Woods just playing up to the crowd, and Akira Tozawa wiping out Kofi Kingston on the outside. But Xavier Woods not too pleased at that. He's going to take the fight to Akira Tozawa here, planting him DDT on the outside. As the referee continues the count here, of course the titles are not on the line here. This is just an opportunity for the Alpha Academy to try and earn their spot at WrestleMania. As now Xavier Woods heads into the ring, but is caught by Akira Tozawa here and chopped down on the back of his head with that neck breaker. Akira Tozawa is really holding his own right now as the referee starts getting in the way of things. Now Akira Tozawa looking for maybe a power slam in the corner, but Xavier Woods finds the reversal, and now Otis is back into the matchup. Big drop kick to Otis as well. He drops the big man, and Xavier Woods now shifting his focus to Akira Tozawa perhaps, but then realizing that Otis is back to his feet. And now, well, Otis, what is he thinking about here? Otis into a pop-up powerbomb, driving Xavier Woods through the mat almost and into the pinfall. But oh my God, Kofi Kingston just wiped out the referee. Finding a reversal there on the apron is Kofi, but then a big shoulder tackle. Things are becoming a bit unhinged here. The referee's down. A big kick by Akira Tozawa. Could this be perhaps a missed opportunity for Alpha Academy maybe, because they could be closing on a victory, but the referee is down and out right now. Now Xavier Woods with Akira Tozawa up over his head and drives the knees into the midsection. As the referee now slowly back to his feet just in time for the pinfall, but Otis is able to break up the count for the Alpha Academy. Well, things just got a little bit chaotic and hectic just a moment ago, as now Akira Tozawa into the Hurricanrana. And we could blame Kofi Kingston for that, because he's the man who took out the referee. Now looking for a suplex, but Kofi Kingston blocks and delivers one of his own. As Akira Tozawa now heads to the outside, and Kofi Kingston going to tag Xavier Woods back in. And Xavier Woods now may have been thinking about a suicide dive, but decided against it at the last minute. Probably a wise decision. And now Xavier Woods, well, he may be about to go for the suicide dive anyway. Xavier Woods with Akira Tozawa on the outside. He's got that look in his eye. Xavier Woods here off the ropes. And a big right hand by Akira Tozawa connecting, thwarting the attack of Xavier Woods before it can even start. Well, the New Day are actually struggling quite a lot here. The Alpha Academy really putting the champions through their paces. There's now Otis looking to wear down Xavier Woods. Now Xavier Woods being sent into the corner of the Alpha Academy. Xavier Woods finds a big reversal with a big elbow there to the jaw of Otis, but is unable to capitalize. And now big kick to the knee as well of Xavier Woods. And now Xavier up on the shoulders of Otis and hung up on the top rope, throat first. And Otis is feeling it right now, but Xavier Woods is looking for the tag. Is he going to be able to get it? Well, Otis, I think he wanted the tag to happen, but Kofi Kingston with a big clothesline, almost said crossbody there, taking Otis down to the mat. It's now Kofi Kingston, big forearm to the side of the head as well. Just trying to stop the momentum of the Alpha Academy here are the New Day, but they're definitely struggling to do so, but a big DDT is going to help with that. It's now Kofi Kingston looking for the boom drop connecting. And Kofi Kingston scrambles into the cover. Akira Tozawa not able to break up the count, but a big kick out found by Otis. And Kofi Kingston cannot believe it. Can't believe that Otis was able to find the kick out. And he tags in Xavier Woods once more. Otis in the corner, just taking a moment to himself, but he may have just lured Xavier Woods in there. Now sent into the corner is Xavier Woods. And now the Alpha Academy slamming Xavier Woods down. The New Day in big trouble right now. Big knee drop to the side of the head. And Akira Tozawa's busted Xavier Woods wide open. And a super kick to the midsection. And Akira Tozawa could be about to get the victory for the Alpha Academy. Well, what is he thinking? Xavier Woods back up onto his feet. Why has he not gone for the pinfall here? Maybe looking for the double team instead. Akira Tozawa with a body splash. And now Otis. Oh, the double team connecting. This is all over. Otis for the victory, but Kofi Kingston quickly into the ring to break up the count and save things for the champions. Well, the Alpha Academy, they're doing so well so far. But the question is it going to be enough here tonight? Putting on one heck of a fight, though. Xavier Woods finds a reversal, and now Xavier Woods, big bulldog connecting onto Akira Tozawa. And Xavier Woods now perhaps thinking about going for the tag here, and he does so just in time before Akira Tozawa could get in the attack on Xavier Woods from behind. There's now Kofi Kingston, big forearm to the side of the head. But Akira Tozawa showing the fire, showing the fight, showing the heart that the Alpha Academy always seem to have. There's now Kofi Kingston looking for a clothesline, taking out Otis, as Otis looked like he went for a bit of a body splash there and just missed out on that one. Now Xavier Woods back into the ring again. What is he thinking about here? What's he planning? Otis sent off the ropes here. Looking to wear the big man down. A big drop kick doesn't take him off his feet though, and neither does the big forearm. And then Xavier Woods into the bulldog to finally take Otis down. The New Day beginning to work well together as a team. Quick tags here to keep each other fresh. There's a big leg drop to the back of the neck of Otis, and then over the top rope Kofi Kingston goes. The New Day slowly getting into their gear. Looking for the drop kick to the side of the head, but Otis finds a reversal there, finds a way to avoid it. Big strikes now by Otis. The tree trunk with a big elbow to the jaw. And Otis now going to head back into the ring on a 6 count here. He's going to shift his focus to Xavier Woods, a 7 count. Kofi Kingston just back to his feet now, as Xavier Woods is suffering the wrath of the big man Otis, who drops Xavier Woods spine first onto the apron, and then Otis just taking out the New Day all by himself here. Big headbutt delivered to Kofi Kingston. And now Kofi Kingston back to his feet, and he may have been lining up the Trouble in Paradise there, but luckily for Otis, he was able to get in there first. Slamming Kofi Kingston down spine first onto the concrete floor. A 6 count by the referee. Heading back into the ring is Otis. Kofi Kingston struggling right now as he's back into the ring. And, well, he's been caught here. Kofi Kingston was in big trouble, but he finds a couple of elbows to find a reversal. And now offered a springboard into the crossbody, taking Otis down to the mat, into the pinfall. Xavier Woods just watching on, but a big kick out found by the tree trunk Otis. Xavier Woods, I'm not sure why he's not made his way back onto the apron just yet, but he seems to be trying to recover here, allowing Kofi Kingston to try and finish this match himself. There's now Kofi Kingston. What is he planning here? Looking to wear down the big man Otis, and Kofi Kingston is lining it up. Kofi Kingston into the Trouble in Paradise, and this one's all over. No, Akira Tozawa this time is the man back into the ring to break up the count there and save things for the Alpha Academy. But now Kofi Kingston into the pinfall, and this one's got to be all over surely. And Kofi Kingston and the New Day just about get the victory here. Well, that was one heck of a challenge for them, but the New Day still don't have an opponent or opponents for WrestleMania. But hold on a second, Xavier Woods just cleaning himself up here, and they're grabbing microphones now.
Well, well, well. Here we are. The final SmackDown before WrestleMania, the biggest event of the year. And you know what's crazy? We don't even have a match.
Ain't that wild? Two of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time, the greatest WWE tag team champions of this generation, and we got no match at WrestleMania, no challengers, no competition, nothing.
Man, it's a shame. But you know who I really feel bad for? Big E.
Oh, there y'all go again. See, y'all keep holding on to hope. Y'all really thought Big E was going to come back and do something, huh? I mean, think about it. This man came back after how long? Just to what? Stare at me? Play some spooky music to mess with Xavier? And then what happened? Poof! He disappears again.
Right. And you know why? Because Big E is all talk. He came back, tried to make it all about him, did a couple of his little mind games, and then what did he do? He took his big behind right back to the couch, just like we said he would. So Big E, if you're out there, hey, we're still waiting. You had your fun, you had your little spooky moments, but here we are 4 weeks later, standing in the ring, still the WWE Tag Team Champions, and you're nowhere to be found.
And let's be real, if Big E really wanted this, if he really wanted to fight, he'd be out here right now.
Wait, what? Is he here? Well, he is here, but you can see he's still got that neck brace on. But Big E, he has teased the fact that he has been around here on Friday Night SmackDown. We saw him stare down Kofi Kingston a number of weeks ago.
Oh, Nanu, look at this man, Kofi. Look at our poor, poor brother. Big E, what are you doing, man? You still hurt. Why are you out here embarrassing yourself like this?
Hold up. Let me get this straight. You really walked all the way down here with that stiff neck just to, what? Stand here? What you gonna do, huh? You can't even turn your head, bruh. Look, we get it, man. You came back, you tried to scare us, you played the little mind games, but at the end of the day, we're the ones standing here with these titles, and you're just here for attention. That's all this is. You just want a little bit of our spotlight before you go crawl back to your little rehab sessions.
Yeah, so let's just call it what it is, Big E. You ain't built for this no more. You're broken. You're done. Just go home, man.
Well, that was a little bit uncalled for, but hold on a second. Big E just wiping out the New Day all on his own here. Kofi Kingston rolling to the outside, and Big E inside the ring just manhandling Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston just screaming at Big E here before Big E is able to just drag him back into the ring, and Xavier Woods telling him to bring the fight to him. And Big E is just taking the fight to the New Day, and Kofi Kingston's in shock here because, I mean, I didn't think that Big E was medically cleared. But hold on a second, what is Big E thinking now? What on earth is Big E doing? Oh my god, no way. No freaking way. Oh my word. Well, if you thought he wasn't medically cleared, I'm sure he is now. Samoan drop to both Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods at the same time. And Big E, I think he's almost 100%, to be honest. Maybe more.
Y'all thought I was done? Y'all thought I came back just to watch y'all run your mouths? Nah, I didn't come back to talk. I came back to fight. Y'all want to talk about me taking your spotlight? Well, how about I take those titles too? I want you two, both of you, at WrestleMania. But I don't want just any match. I want a handicap match. And guess what? We ain't just going to fight. We going to fight for those titles. I dare y'all to put your WWE tag team titles on the line, because I'm going to do what neither of y'all ever could. I'm going to win those titles all by myself.
Well, what a show WrestleMania is turning out to be so far, shaping up to be. Big E wants to take on the New Day all alone. And ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have the Viper, Randy Orton, making his way down to the ring. And last week, interestingly enough, Randy Orton actually was in a matchup, got the victory against Andrade only just by the skin of his teeth. And then he cut a very, very sadistic promo talking about Cody Rhodes and Cody Rhodes' family. And Randy Orton even went on to say that he wished that he could be able to dragged Dusty Rhodes down from heaven himself just so that he could deliver a punt kick to Dusty Rhodes. But he's already delivered that punt kick to Dustin Rhodes. And then Cody Rhodes last week, following on from that promo, would get some revenge on Randy Orton by delivering a punt kick of his own. Clearly, Cody Rhodes doesn't quite deliver it in the same manner as Randy Orton, because Dustin Rhodes is still in the hospital recovering from the punt kick back at the Elimination Chamber, which was delivered by this man. But Randy Orton this evening has a message for the WWE Universe, and specifically a message for Cody Rhodes ahead of WrestleMania.
You know, I've spent the last 20 years being called the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, the Viper. And for 20 years, I have lived by one simple rule. I strike first, and I strike last. And yet, last week, for the first time in a long, long time, I felt what it was like to be the prey. Cody Rhodes, you did what few men have done. You caught me slipping. You embarrassed me in front of the entire world, and you think that means you've won? You think that means you've beaten me? Cody, let me remind you of something. I don't die easy. I watched my father bleed out on the mat when The Undertaker beat him half to death. I stood over my best friend, Edge, when I put him down for years. I've ended careers in that ring. And now, Cody, it's your turn. You had the audacity to come out here and act like you're the victim, like I'm the villain. You call yourself a Rhodes, but all I see is a scared little boy still trying to climb out of his father's shadow. And I'm going to make sure you never climb out of it. Because at WrestleMania, there will be no escape. No running, no referees to pull me off of you. Just you, me, and the structure that has ended men's careers. Inside hell in a cell, I am going to do to you what I should have done to your father and your brother years ago. I am going to take every ounce of your blood, every scream of pain, and I am going to enjoy every single second of it. You think you're ready for war, Cody? You're not ready for me.
Well, Cody Rhodes, he's here as well. Are these two going to be civil this evening? I'm not sure. But Randy Orton has issued the challenge. He wants Cody Rhodes inside of the Devil's favorite structure, inside of the Hell in a Cell. But what is Cody Rhodes' response going to be here this evening? This feud has been almost a year long, starting all the way back at the first Premium Live event at Extreme Rules. But let's see what Cody Rhodes' response is here tonight.
You think you know me, Randy? You think you know my pain? You think you understand what I have been through? You want to talk about legacies? Let's talk about legacies. My father, he bled for this business. My brother, he broke his body for this business. And I have been told my entire life that I will never be good enough, that I will never live up to the Rhodes name, that I will never escape my father's shadow. And maybe they're right. Maybe I won't. But at WrestleMania, I'm not fighting to escape his shadow, Randy. I'm fighting to avenge him. I'm fighting to avenge my family. You took my mentor. You took my best friend. And at Elimination Chamber, you may have taken my brother. And you may have tried to take my soul. But guess what, Randy? You didn't take a damn thing. Because I'm still standing. And inside Hell in a Cell, I'm going to do something no one has ever done to Randy Orton. I'm going to break you. You want to be the Apex Predator? You want to be the cold-blooded Viper? Then at WrestleMania, I will do what has to be done. I will skin the snake. This is no longer about titles, Randy. This is no longer about bragging rights. This is personal. This is life or death. And I swear to God, inside that cell, one of us isn't walking out. And I promise you this, Randy, it won't be me.
ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the main event of the evening and the final matchup of the series before WrestleMania. This man, Chad Gable, looking to insert himself into the picture at WrestleMania for the United States Championship. So Chad Gable, if he's able to defeat the United States Champion here tonight, he will be added into a triple threat match with Penta, the champion, and LA Knight. And here is the United States Champion. It is the Luchador Penta, the man who has had two wars with LA Knight, and both men have one victory each. Penta being victorious on the last occasion, hence why he has the championship around his waist. And the last time that we saw Penta and LA Knight going at it, that was when Chad Gable tried to attack Penta with a steel chair to try and cost him the championship. But Penta was still able to walk out as the United States Champion, and I'm sure that he'll be hoping to do the same at WrestleMania. So Penta just staring down at Chad Gable before their matchup here this evening. What a main event we have for you. A lot on the line here. Penta would probably prefer to have a one-on-one match at WrestleMania with LA Knight, but Chad Gable looking to insert himself into the picture. So Chad Gable versus Penta. Chad Gable with the Creed brothers alongside him here. So at least Penta doesn't have to worry about where the Creed brothers are, because they're at ringside here tonight. There's now Penta with Chad Gable. A suplex into the corner, and into the cover he goes early on here. Penta thinking about a victory, but Chad Gable is able to power out. Only one move so far, but inflicting a lot of damage there by driving Chad Gable into the corner. There's Chad Gable now just throwing Penta over his head. Chad Gable going to look to utilize his power, whereas Penta is going to look to utilize his speed and his agility here. Chad Gable now, big kicks to the midsection. Former United States Champion in this Universe Mode series, going up against the current United States Champion. So Chad Gable now targeting the arm and the shoulder of Penta. And now Chad Gable here targeting the leg of Penta as well. Chad Gable, a master strategist, just working on the joints here and the limbs of Penta. There's now Chad Gable into the cover in front of the Creed brothers, sorry. But just a 1 count found there by Chad Gable. Now again, just working on the arms here. Chad Gable seems to have some sort of game plan here tonight, and it seems to be working so far. He's keeping Penta down on the mat, and that's exactly what you want to do against a luchador, especially one of the skill of Penta. And now Chad Gable again taking him down to the mat and working on that leg, working on the knee. Just creating some torque on the knee there. Chad Gable now again targeting that same leg here. Perhaps he's even thinking about maybe trying to injure the United States Champion before WrestleMania. But Penta now back to his feet and able to utilize that speed and agility. Chad Gable wisely heading to the outside where the Creed brothers are, at least momentarily. And now Penta slamming Chad Gable spine first onto the knee. And now another Hurricane Rana. Penta finding his groove here. This is not what Chad Gable would have wanted. Things were going to plan, but Penta is one of the best in the world, and he's always able to find a way back into the match. Now Chad Gable, a wicked chop just taking Chad Gable down to the canvas. Now Penta, is he looking for it already? The sacrifice connecting. Penta connecting already here into the cover, looking for a big victory early on here. No, Chad Gable only just gets the shoulder up. Penta was moments away from securing that one-on-one match, but, well, Penta lining up Chad Gable. Chad Gable in deep, deep trouble here. Penta driver connecting. This has got to be all over for the victory. Penta. No, Chad Gable is only just able to get the shoulder up, but Penta is feeling it right now. Looking for a big shoulder tackle there on the apron, but Chad Gable back into the ring, was able to find a reversal. Now Penta with Chad Gable on the ropes. Now, oh, what on earth is this? Oh, Penta into an arm drag. Impressive stuff, that. There's now Penta driving the knee into the spine once again. Chad Gable now getting a taste of his own medicine as Penta looks to work on the knee and the leg of Chad Gable. Oh, and he's just missing out on that one. Chad Gable not about to allow Penta too much offense. Now Chad Gable hooking the arms and just tossing Penta across the ring. Chad Gable utilising all of that power. And that German suplex. Penta landed on his face. And Chad Gable now hooking the arms into a powerbomb. Thought he may have been going for the cover for a second there, but he decided against it. And now Chad Gable with a big knee to the face, dropping Penta to the mat before he heads up to the top rope here. And Chad Gable can't quite see what he's going for. I think that was a moonsault, but the referee right in the way. Into the cover we go for a victory, but no. Penta able to get the shoulder up. Well, I'm happy that wasn't the end of the match because we didn't see the move that would have finished it. But now Chad Gable is looking for something in the corner, but Penta now up to the top rope. He rolls through, but Chad Gable, well, he's caught Penta here. He's got the fingers locked, looking for the triple Germans, two connecting, and then Penta dropped on the back of his neck 3 times. And into the cover goes Chad Gable. Could this be it to pin the United States champion? But no. Penta gets the shoulder up. Penta has only had 2 matches here in WWE and already he is a champion. And Chad Gable just mocking the Alpha Academy now. Before switching his focus back to Penta. And now Chad Gable signaling for the end of the match here. As he pulls the straps down. Big strikes now. Driving Penta into the corner, but Penta finds a reversal, the much needed for him. And now these two in the middle of the ring, looking to trade blows here. But who's going to be the last man standing? Penta zero fear. Chad Gable with his Olympic background. Dropping bombs on each other. Chad Gable getting the upper hand. Now, a huge knee to the face of Penta. And I think Penta's been busted wide open under that mask. And now Chad Gable, once again, he could be closing in on a victory. Penta trying to grasp back the ropes here, but he can't quite get a hold of them. 3 German suplexes once again. And now Chad Gable dragging the lifeless body away from the ropes and into the cover he goes. Looking for the victory over Penta. Could he do it? Chad Gable is headed to WrestleMania. Oh my goodness. Well, it will be a triple threat match for the United States Championship. An impressive display by Chad Gable as he looks to regain the gold. And well, as we look to close out the show here, main event, Jey Uso looked like he was just heading back to his car and just about to head home, but now the final boss is here, delivering a suplex onto the concrete floor here. Main event, Jey Uso. He doesn't know what's hit him. He probably doesn't know where he is right now. And a DDT onto the concrete floor. Well, The Rock is taking the beat down to the WWE Undisputed Champion, taking him off guard. And the final boss, he's not letting up here. Main event, Jey Uso is out on his feet right now. The final boss sending him through the windshield of his own car. Oh my word. Well, I don't think Jey Uso is going to be using that car to get home this evening. He's probably going to be inside an ambulance. Now, what is The Rock doing here? Well, the final boss now just slamming the car door onto the hand of main event Jey Uso. The Rock trying to send a message. Clearly, he feels embarrassed after what happened last week, where main event Jey Uso was the man standing tall, and now, just slammed down onto the bonnet of his car. And The Rock is just delivering a beatdown on Jey Uso here. We need someone out here, but I don't think anyone's quite aware of what is going on in the car park right now. The show's supposed to be over. Not sure if there's even any security left here. Main event Jey Uso, one of the last people to leave, was busy signing signatures for some of the WWE fans that were in attendance here tonight ahead of WrestleMania. But now The Rock, well, he's opening up those ambulance doors. Is he thinking about sending Jey Uso to the hospital before WrestleMania, perhaps? The Rock looking to try and toss Jey Uso into the ambulance, perhaps. And now a big boot delivered to the face of Jey Uso. Well, what on earth are we witnessing right now? The Rock needs to be finished here. He's done enough. Jey Uso is bleeding all over the place. Is he done? Well, no, he's not. He's just grabbing a weapon as if The Rock needs a weapon. And the final boss now, just taking his time to beat Jey Uso down. That stop sign to the head, and then slamming it down on him again. The Rock just sending a message before WrestleMania this weekend.